and more women from Southeast Asia are marrying Taiwanese men. The fast-growing number of female immigrants has made them the fifth largest population group in Taiwan. These women and their children have been receiving help from NGOs and local communities. They get priority with regard to education and benefits from various welfare measures.
The next gender issue, which is a big challenge, is how to integrate it with the issues of class and ethnicity. For example, we should be concerned for the human rights of the increasing number of foreign spouses in Taiwan, as well as the problems the urban-rural gap and unequal distribution of resources, such as medical and domestic violence prevention resources, present indigenous women. These important questions, how we are going to tackle them, and how we can put them on the government's agenda, need the attention of both the public and private sectors.
The work of gender equality in Taiwan has shifted from focuses on women's human rights to the rights of minorities and disadvantaged groups. At the same time, to keep in line with other advanced nations, the 1999 Policy on Women not only includes guidelines on women's rights, but also covers poverty, education, health, personal safety, economics, and political participation for women. The concept of gender equality is taught at all levels of education, from elementary school up.
We learn about gender relationships and sexual assault and harassment. I learned a lot.
Issues such as sexual harassment and gender are seldom discussed at school. But we learned a lot during the three-day discussion. Moreover, several NGOs hold empowerment training for young girls and organize gender empowerment overseas study trips. These activities are designed to educate young girls to think and act independently.
Empowerment works to improve women's social status and help them to develop their potential. Society's encouragement is very important to this process. People need to be educated on how to treat these young girls well and help them to improve their social status. For example, most images of young girls in the media are negative and debasing. The media should not report negative news. It should report on girls' development, their potential, and their abilities. This contest was very competitive, so I'm very surprised to have been selected. I want to become a psychologist. Currently, I'm a volunteer. If I become a psychologist, I could understand the people I serve better. I could better understand their needs and desires. My mother is a special education needs teacher. She has helped many special education needs children and devoted so much of herself to improving their lives. I have been watching my mother help people since I was little. I think it's great that my mother does that. I hope someday I can help children just like my mom.
Various groups invite young women to international women's conferences to help them develop and give them opportunities to speak on behalf of their country.
Around 200 girls from around the world participated in the conference this year. Their age range was 10 to 18. I am 18, so I was one of the older ones. This year, I met some girls aged 13 to 16 who were strong-minded and expressed themselves clearly. We became friends and have kept in touch. Being able to link up is like being in a global network. It feels great to come up with ideas and do things together.
Women have left the home and entered society, and their life expectancy has increased. In 2000, women's health officially became a focus of national policy. The nation's women's policy covers issues like late marriage, nursing, tobacco hazards, sexual harassment, health on the job, and social participation. Previously, women's names weren't even included in genealogies. Women had no status as individuals in traditional culture. But after several years of gender equality promotion, ideas on gender equality have changed. In 2007, the first woman was appointed to officiate over a ceremony at an ancestral shrine, a major breakthrough. In the past, only men were allowed to oversee ceremonies. The ceremony's managing committee was divided as to women's participation. Some thought tradition should be continued. Others pointed to social equality between men and women and stated that we shouldn't be bound by tradition.
We have lived under a patriarchal society for thousands of years. I hope to see women's visibility in our culture of ancestor worship increase. It is important for everyone to see that women can do a great job as long as they are given the opportunity. Now is an era of gender equality. Equality and freedom are universal values. If women have the opportunity to take action, they must. If knowledge breeds action, then action will lead to change.
After a long struggle, we are glad to see that in the workplace, women now have confidence and excel in so many fields. We have entered an era of gender mainstreaming and diversity. Today, different genders and ethnicities are able to express their demands for equal treatment in society. Meanwhile, people have begun to learn to respect one another and learn not to make judgments based on gender differences. This is the hard-won accomplishment of 40 years of gender equality development in Taiwan.